Liam Smith and Conor Benn have had an interesting back and forth on social media. It all started with Liam Smith wondering why Conor Benn hadn't called his name out since being exonerated by the WBC for taking performance-enhancing drugs. Well, I say exonerated, but, I use that term very loosely, as most boxing fans know, that he hasn't been cleared at all. On the contrary, in fact, he's currently provisionally suspended by UKAD, and therefore fighting any fighter that holds a British Boxing Board of Control licence will not be granted permission to fight Conor Benn in the UK or anywhere around the world. Conor has mentioned the likes of Chris Eubank and Manny Pacquiao, and an offer was even made to Chris Eubank, who I believe would have taken that fight had the British Boxing Board of Control not put the blockers on it. So Liam Smith has basically had a pop at Conor, basically wondering why he hasn't called him out. Conor obviously responded saying that there were bigger fights out there for him, but that he would jump up from 147 to 160 to accept the challenge regardless. Smith then responds by saying, "Bigger fights? I've just nailed your biggest fight, and you're forgetting I'm a 154. Yeah, and neither do I ever shy away, as my whole career has shown. So shove these stories up your ass. You want to fight? Let's talk." Conor then had a pop at Liam's pulling power, saying, "That's the only reason you're relevant. Focus on winning your fight rather than mentioning my name and losing, or you'll become irrelevant again." Then Smith obviously went down the PED's route and said, "You're forgetting getting dropped and wobbled everywhere by journeyman." I think he's obviously in reference to Cedric Paynaud. "Let's not go there, because we all know the only reason you're relevant. Soft lad." So there we have it. Got to say, stylistically, this would be an excellent fight, but sadly, I don't think we're ever going to see it. If Liam Smith beats Eubank again, like we're all expecting him to do, he becomes a free agent and is able to fight for any promoter and any broadcast network around the world. So even though Smith has thrown his hat into the ring to go for the money fight against Conor Benn, he'll be in exactly the same boat Chris Eubank was, and will no doubt be told by Robert Smith and the British Boxing Board of Control that they won't sanction any fight between him and Conor anywhere around the world, regardless of what governing body is used. Conor just basically needs to get his shit sorted and start his ban, because this stuff is never going to go away. If these two were to ever fight, who would you pick for the W? Put your answers in the comments. It's a brand new channel, people, so your support is appreciated. See you again next time.